3 days. That's how long it took for Jonas to comprehend what had happened. Jonas remembered the incident well. The sled had broken, and Jonas found a bike tethered to a pole. He undid the ropes and moved Gabe's seat from the sled to the bike. When Jonas got on the bike, he realized that it felt different than the other bike he had ridden back in the community. This bike felt a lot cozier and not as harsh. He began to pedal furiously, trying to escape the bitter cold that now enveloped his body. He soon came across something that almost made his heart stop. A large, black, winding strip of rock ran down the center of the plain that they now stood in. Huge, bright machines raced along the path, occasionally honking. As the darkness continued to creep across the sky, one by one the machines' lights started to glow very brightly, illuminating whatever was in front of them. Jonas stared in awe at the huge machines. It looked extremely dangerous. If he tried to cross it, he would probably be crushed. And Jonas had turned to check on Gabe. He was still sound asleep. Jonas sighed. If they wanted to escape, they would have to cross it. Gathering up all the courage he could muster, he darted across the path as the monsters shrieked and honked at him, trying to swerve out of the way. His luck had abandoned him as he heard a loud bang behind him on the bike. Jonas peered around, still trying to steer, and immediately stopped the bike, almost crashing into another huge machine. This one had 8 feet. Gabe was no longer in his seat. In fact, the seat wasn't even on the bike anymore, but rather in the middle of the path, all broken up and cracked. Gabe was sprawled out on the floor, unmoving. Jonas hurried to his side and gasped. Gabe's head rolled to one side like he had no control over it. Jonas cautiously lifted up the limp body of Gabe. Jonas screamed. All of the machines around them came to a halt as if they knew what was going on.
Somebody help us!
Jonas yelled. He didn't really know where he was directing his scream. He was just hoping that someone would hear him. One of the ears sides opened up as another human stepped down. She ran over to Gabe and screamed. She immediately took out a small black box from her pocket and poked it 3 times. She held it up to her ear and waited. After a while, she began to talk into it.
Hello? Yes, I'm on Pinecone Avenue. There's been a bad accident and a child has been injured, possibly killed. Okay. 3 minutes? Alright, we'll be here.
She poked the box again and stuck it back in her pocket.
Who are you?
Jonas asked, staring up at the woman.
Well, I used to be a nurse, but you can call me Barbara,
the woman said.
Here, let me help.
She walked over to Gabe's body and knelt down beside him.
Look, I might not be able to help. He might already be gone.
Barbara said.
What?
Jonas asked. The new word was new to him.
Yes, gone.
Now Jonas wandered through the woods looking for some sort of shelter. After what had seemed like a lifetime, he found an uprooted stump and crawled underneath it. Meanwhile, back in the community, the giver was doing his best to get the citizens to calm down. Once he had them all safely gathered in one place, he decided to tell them about the memories. He spilled out everything he knew and watched panic and confusion spread across the people's faces like wildfire. It's all been a lie, one of the members of the crowd asked. Everything we know is fake and all of our accomplishments have been given to us. Another continued. Listen, I'm here to help you with all this, the giver explained. Why should we trust you? Somebody shouted. Because I have always been aware of memories, the giver responded. A collective murmur of unease spread through the crowd. I can help you if you will give me the chance, the giver said. One by one, everybody in the crowd gave a small nod, even the committee. He had gained their trust and leadership. All that was left was to lead a heartbroken and devastated community to prosperity and success.